Hey everyone, it's Jeff McAbee with your December market report for Eagle County. And I'll tell you, these last few months have been busy. After a slower spring and early summer, the market has been making up ground headed into winter. And now that we have the full November data, we can really see how this year is shaping up as we head towards 2026. Let's start with the big picture. While total unit sales for 2025 won't catch 2024, we're sitting at roughly 6% below last year. Overall dollar volume is actually up 4.5%, and it's on track to finish ahead of 2024. That matches what we felt most of the year. Luxury and resort properties continue to see increased demand, while our local bedroom communities remain active but pretty flat compared to last year. Now, let's dig into November numbers. New listings were up 94 this November compared to 87 last year, an 8.05 increase. Year to date, new listings also climbed 12.69%, showing that sellers are stepping back into the market. Sold listings, however, pulled back 88 this November versus 108 last year, which is a 18.52% decrease year to date. Sold units are down 5.92%, which aligns with the overall 6% dip in activity. Price metrics continue to tell a story of stability. The median list price for November sales rose 2.72%, and year to date numbers are only slightly softer, down 1.41%. The median sold price dipped 2.51% for the month and 1.32% year to date, signaling a market that's adjusting but not retreating. Days on the market jumped meaningfully. The median days on market for November came in at 93 days, up from 61 last year. That's a 52.46% increase year to date. Days on market is up 39.47%, which simply tells us buyers are taking a bit longer to make decisions. The average days on market follows the same trend, 130 days this November versus 97 last year, a 34.02% increase. When we look at prices on a broader scale, the average list price of sold properties dipped 6.5% for the month, but is still up 8% year to date. And the average sold price for November was down 7%, though year to date it's up 6.7%. So even with some month to month cooling, the long-term trajectory remains upward. The list to sold price ratio tightened slightly to 95% in this November compared to 96.5% last year. And year to date, it sits at 96.4%, just below 2024. In other words, homes are still closing very close to list price, especially when they're priced accurately from the start. Looking ahead, 2026 is shaping up to be a year of improvement across the entire market, with expectations of softening interest rates and slower price appreciation. That combination typically invites more buyers into the pool, which means more activity and more transactions valley-wide. And beyond the numbers, this is just a special time of year in the valley. Holiday lights are glowing, events are happening everywhere, and after that warm and beautiful fall, the snow has finally arrived. Skiing and snowboarding have been terrific, and the whole valley has that energy we wait for all year. As always, I'm here as a resource. Whether you're planning to move in the new year or just want clarity on where your property sits in today's market, I'm happy to help you make sense of it. Enjoy this season with friends and family. Have a wonderful holiday and a happy new year. I'm Jeff McAbee, and I look forward to working with you in 2026.